Hi guys, you're once again welcome to the Ryde channel. On the Ryde channel, there's all about cars and motorcycles, and we always have very interesting conversation about motoring in general on the Ryde channel. And I just want to say thank you. I know that all of you watching, you've been giving me all the support on all social media channels. This particular Ryde Talk Live is about motorcycle adventures, and it is proudly powered or supported by JLM additives and lubricants. JLM additives and lubricants. Now, these guys have some things that if you add them to your petrol, okay, or apply them to your car, they work wonders. You know, I know.
People for go get some.
Yeah, probably
so that they can perform better.
Yes, so if you heard another voice, that is the voice of my guest in the studio this afternoon in the person of Mr. Daniel Ashrifie, the Motorchecker. For Ghana here, if you want to have motorcycle conversation, where Daniel no day inside, must I forget?
Apaska.
Apaska. Yeah. So, Daniel is in the studio this afternoon, and we are talking about motorcycling adventures. Yes, I know for a fact that people who ride motorcycle, proper motorcyclists, or not those a bunch of boys. Yes, they like to go on adventures, and we have been going on many wonderful adventures. When you're riding on a bike in the countryside and the wind is just blowing over your body, and you see the scenery of Akosombo, and you see the scenery of somewhere in Akropong, Jirapa, Massa. The feeling it hits totally differently, and that is what we are going to relive this afternoon with the Motorchecker. Yes, now, like I said, this show is powered by JLM additives and lubricants, and I'll be telling you about some of their products really soon. But let's kick the conversation.
JLM additives are here to help BMW.
To help
Germany is unable to help BMW. JLM additives.
Yes. Awesome. If you're listening to the show, it's very interactive. Make sure you send us your questions. You can add your questions in the comment section, or you can also send us a message on our WhatsApp line. Just a second. Our WhatsApp line. Yes. Our WhatsApp line 020-468-4798. 020-468-4798. You send us a WhatsApp on this line. We're going to get it, and we are live. Yes, we are talking about motorcycle adventures with Mr. Daniel Ashrifie, aka the Motorchecker. He is the CEO and the founder of Gear Shift Academy, and a lot of other institutions that are all collaborating, to make sure that motorcyclists enjoy their experience. And enjoying experience of motoring is what Ryde Channel is all about. Yes, and once again, you are welcome to this show. My name is Eddie Poku, and Daniel.
Yes, sir.
You are welcome to this afternoon's
Thank you.
talk.
Yes. I owe you tons of gratitude.
Oh,
nobody has given me a platform like you. Nobody. Many have tried, but you are unmatched. Thank you very, very much.
It's all for the love,
for
man.
The love of, and
it's all for the love.
For the greater good.
Yes, for the greater
you
good.
Give us an opportunity to educate the masses.
Awesome.
Thereby reducing what would otherwise have been a mess.
Yes. So I tried to introduce you a little bit, but those are the people who are joining the show for the very first time and they don't know Daniel. Daniel, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Daniel Ashrifie. Mm-hmm. I'm a 36-year-old Ghana man from Labadi, born and bred in Kokomlemle.
Yeah, man.
I'm born to one Stephen Opoti Ashrifie.
One time.
Who I owe everything I am when it comes to motorcycling to.
Yes,
and then to Margaret Dodo, my mom.
Awesome.
Growing up, there were motorcycles around.
Mm-hmm.
If we're a bit brave and a bit stubborn, then you can find your way around the motorcycles.
Yeah.
So, as far as I've been alive, I have known motorcycles. It took some stubbornness and some bravado to get me to start. But I have come to realize that I have just been lucky. The stubbornness and the bravado is totally unnecessary. Now there are better ways of doing things. There are institutions that are teaching the right ways. We've seen the numbers. Bad practices are bad practices and good practices are good practices. There is nowhere that the numbers favor bad practices. So stubbornness and bravado, unnecessary bravado, takes you nowhere. So as I sit here today, I've turned over a new leaf and teaching people the right methods, advocating for motorcycle and road safety.
Okay. Awesome. So, yes, guys, you are once again welcome. This is the Ryde channel. We are talking about motorcycling adventures, and I have with me in the studio Mr. Daniel Ashrifie, also known as the Motorchecker. He just introduced himself. I mean, yes, we know him, but every now and then it's good that Daniel. What is the state? What do you think? What do you think about the current state of motorcycling in Accra?
Wouldn't I be tooting my own horn if I'm to give? I'm someone who is working to sanitize the space, so I do not think that I'll be the best person to.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wouldn't I be tooting my own horns if I give an account of my own self? I think that in order not to sound boastful, I want others to actually be the judges of how the motorcycling arena has become.
Yeah.
I've done my best. I'm still at it. I'm trying to dilute the already saturated mess by training level-headed motorcyclists so as to make motorcycling even safer.
Okay. For me, I'm very convinced that you are doing a very good job, because anytime I find myself somewhere and we start talking about motorcycles, or people get to know that I ride, often people who are not even motorcycle people, often they say, hey, do you know this guy? Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, do you know Daniel? You know, a lot of times people mention your name.
It humbles me. It humbles me. And that is the driving force.
Awesome.
At least your hard work is being recognized.
Yeah.
That's, I think, everybody in this world, if you are doing something and you are being recognized for doing that, I mean, that's a driving force.
Awesome.
So I will not be giving an assessment of myself. I want others to give an assessment of what the situation is like.
Now, you started this very campaign some years ago, and we have been doing our bit to support. Yes. Do you get support from government?
Well, support in terms of presence. Yes. Anytime before I embark on the campaign, I try to bring on the relevant bodies: National Road Safety Authority, Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority, Ghana Police. I write to them officially. Sometimes they grace the events, and they know what we are doing is the best thing anybody can do for themselves. So in every way they can, they try to support in presence.
Okay. Sometimes it doesn't look like the DVLA and all those authorities, all they are interested in is to make money from licensing, reflective stickers and things like that.
Yes, sometimes the truth of the matter is that when you want something done from their end, you have to over-try to get it done. Sometimes you're not even a beneficiary of the thing, but you have to have a passion that is beyond passion to get things done, because the bureaucracy, I won't lie to you, you have to go through a lot to get things done. So yeah, I might agree with you to an extent, but I'm trying to be in their good book, so let me not. let me not.
I like that. I like that.
I mean, that is the body you have to deal with.
Yeah,
with what I'm doing.
I mean, I respect that.
Yeah, they are in my line of.
I respect
my line
that.
of work. So
I respect that. I mean, by virtue of what you are doing,
I wish they would
do more,
or do better.
Yeah. I mean, now you are partners, so
yes.
Even for that opportunity, we are grateful. You know,
Mr. I'll not one person.
Fast.
Okay,
He's
the director for technical
Mr. Kafui Semevo.
Yes, Kafui Semevo. If he's
Director for Technical.
yes, if you are hearing him,
DVLA.
if you are hearing me, tell him that his name is being mentioned in good books on the right channel.
Fast,
look at this. The last Look Twice campaign, you were there.
Yeah,
he
I
came.
was.
He came. He did everything.
I'm
possible.
actually wearing the top.
He came with his entourage, and I really appreciate. After the campaign, he sent me a text and said, "Dan, I've never seen anything like this in all my years at the helm of affairs.
Yeah.
And this is a very good initiative.
Okay.
I want you to print the sticker that we distribute, the Look Twice of motorcycles, print one giant board and come and place it at DVLA head office."
Okay.
So I did that, and it's right in front of his office.
Awesome.
And that's something that is very, very
Kafui Semevo. Awesome. I'm hoping I can get
in
you
his own way. He's pushing me. I think sometimes he even overrides DVLA processes to get things done.
To make things happen for you.
Because he knows that what we are doing is the best anybody can do for themselves.
I hope I can get Mr. Kafui Semevo into the studio very, very soon for a Ryde talk. He deserves it. Yes. I mean, if you look at, for us proper riders, a lot of good things are happening.
Yes.
But when you look at the other side, sometimes it looks like it's, like you say, it's a losing battle.
It's a losing battle. If you don't take time, if you're not passionate about it, you throw your hands in despair and go and sleep.
Okay.
Because you don't gain anything from it, trust me. You don't gain anything, especially financially. You don't gain anything from it. You must have a passion up to a certain level to get it running. So you must be over passionate, if there's a word like that. Otherwise, you one day throw your hands in despair and then
you just give up.
Look, let me tell you this. I even face stiff opposition from my own people, the people that you are trying to help. You even face opposition from them. Some will sit down and say things like, "You are doing too much. We are too known." And I'm like, really?
I remember
it breaks my heart.
I remember back in the day when I was vice president of Bikers GH, you know, and sometimes we are going on a trip, you know, and guys will come around not properly geared, and you talk about it, and they start giving you names.
So
you know,
experienced it. Right?
Yes,
Compound overseer. They give you names. I'm like, really?
Yes.
You know, this can demoralize you.
Yeah.
The same people you are fighting for are the same people who are fighting you. You can imagine.
I mean, often I tell people that, I mean, there are certain people, if I'm driving around and I see that they are involved in a motorcycle accident, I'll just pass and go.
But that's also not good. An eye for an eye will leave the whole world blind.
Exactly.
So in as much as they are stubborn,
of course.
Of
course. I mean, you know, it's out of pain I'm saying that, but I don't really mean it.
We'll pray for them.
We'll pray for them. All right. So this afternoon we are talking about motorcycling adventures. But before we go into that, I just want to say the show is very, very interactive. You can reach us on 020-468-4798. You can actually call on this line, or you can send a WhatsApp to this line, and we'll read and answer your question for you. Daniel, the Motorchecker, is here. If you have any question, if you have a contribution to the conversation, you can send it in, and it will add to the experience of the show. Ryde Talk Live right here in the Ryde Channel Studios, Kwashiman. If you are close to Kwashiman Junction near the KFC, you can come. Maybe we can give you an opportunity to appear on our screens. You never know. Yes, so the Ryde Talk 020-468-4798.
You don't have to go and pay a blogger.
No.
You come and cover your event.
To hype you to hype you. 020-468-4798. 020-468-4798. That is the Ryde channel number. Call or send a WhatsApp message. You can even do a text message, or you can even record your audio and send it to WhatsApp. And yes, we are also live on Facebook, live on TikTok, and live on YouTube. So baby, you're live. And after the show, we are going to upload them to our podcast. So when you go to Spotify or any place that you get your podcast, and then you search for Ryde Talk Live, you're going to see or watch or listen to the show. Okay, so Daniel, we are talking about motorcycling adventures.
Yes.
Now, how did you get into this business of motorcycling adventures? But before that, tell us, how do you feel when you go out, into the countryside.
The best feeling ever. The best feeling ever. If I had my own way, I won't ride in town again. Pack my bikes until it's time for an adventure ride, and then I leave the town. The best feeling ever. Look, we got tired of riding in town. The near misses, you overthink.
Yeah.
The Okada driver or rider trying to hit you from behind, some trying to hit you from in front. Look, you overthink when you are riding in town. And so, look, every human being has a threshold. You get to a point where you break. Yeah. And so riding in town became work for me. That's what made me divert to... I didn't know there was a whole world out there like that. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. I've done a few trips of my own, and it's awesome. Yeah. Solo rides.
Do you know what I miss the most? When you leave Accra, you don't even know whether it's a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
It's calm. It's peaceful. The air you breathe is different.
It's different.
Sometimes we are traveling for 1 week. You don't even know what day it is unless you maybe check your watch or something, or you see somebody going to school. You see someone wearing school uniform, walking for many kilometers, and then it's still a weekday. So when you leave Accra, you can't tell whether it's a weekday or a weekend. It's calm. It's relaxed. Charlie, everybody must do that.
You heard it from the Motorchecker himself. When you leave Accra on a bike, the experience is awesome. I mean, it's nice to also do it in a car, yes, but the motorcycle adds a whole new dimension to it. I have had...
You can't compare what you experience driving to riding. Doing it in a car will take you to level 4. Doing it on a motorcycle will take you to level 7.
Yeah.
And level 7 is the highest level.
It's the highest level you can get.
That's what the BMWs are struggling to get to. They can never get there.
Awesome conversation right here in the studios of the Ryde channel. Make sure you join us on 020-468-4798. You can send in a WhatsApp message. You can record a voice and send it in. We'll play it, and everybody is going to hear your voice. Or you can even send in a video. We can do that as well. It's a very, very interactive show. TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, all 3 platforms at the same time. Very soon we're going to do...
The Trinity.
We're going to add X to it as well. So let's talk about this motorcycling adventure. Yes. So, the experience you had on a bike, traveling the great outdoors out of the city. Yes. You didn't want to keep it to yourself alone, so you decided to bring other people in. Can you tell us a bit about that?
So, motorcycle adventure, I'm going to put it under 4 big umbrellas. Preparation, safety, thrill, and then the memories. Preparation, safety, thrill, and the memories. I've mentioned words. Preparation. It sounds simple.
Yeah.
Safety sounds simple. Thrill sounds simple. Adventure sounds simple. But it's not that simple. To do an adventure ride, you must tick these 4 boxes. Preparation, safety, thrill, and then the memories. The memories is the bonus that comes with it. It's a lot of planning, financially involving to do an adventure ride. To do it in a way that must be done, not the booga way. To do a proper adventure ride, it's going to be involving, very, very expensive. First of all, the bike that you're going to use to do adventure is not cheap. To get a reliable motorcycle, because one of the things that you need is a very reliable machine when you are doing these kind of trips outside the towns. You must get a very reliable machine, and to get a reliable machine, you are not spending anything less than 100,000 cedis. So that goes into preparation. Now, you need to get repair kits just in case your motorcycle goes down. You need to get a security personnel. You need to get a medical personnel, and then you need to get support vehicles just in case something goes wrong. You are not found too wanting. So the preparation is very financially involving, but again, there is no monetary value to making yourself happy. You can't put money to making yourself happy. There are people who are spending millions of cedis to try and get happy, but they are not getting happy. So in as much as it is financially involving, what you get out of it is happiness, which cannot be quantified.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I want to say hi to Tommy Sin. Tommy Sin is watching us from Sogakokpe, and he sends his regard to you, Daniel.
Let me give you a small story about Tommy Sin.
Okay.
Tommy lives in Sogakope. Until the first AIS we did, I've never met him in person. But he was following us keenly. So when we got to, I think, Ada, he sent me a message. You know, sometimes we do small stops.
Yes.
He sent me a message and said he's waiting for me at the Sogakope checkpoint.
Okay.
So we got there, and he jumped in excitement. Charlie, you can, like someone that's giving him $1 million.
Yeah.
And Tommy was following us. We had breakfast, I think, at Sogakope Beach Resort. Tommy borrowed a friend's motorcycle to follow us. And Tommy was videoing us out of excitement. He fell. Out of excitement, Tommy fell. So, Tommy, shout out to you.
Shout out to you,
Your
Tommy
loyalty,
Sin.
loyalty, Charlie, is unwavering. Your support, we see it all, Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy fell, Charlie. I felt so bad because he was overly excited. Videoing the stars, in quotes, the stars, Charlie. Anyway, so Tommy, yes, we've seen you, we hear you.
Yeah.
Big ups to you, Tommy.
Awesome. So, you started this,
we are about to go on our fourth leg.
That's a fourth.
Yes.
So you've done 1, 2, 3, and January 2024,
2022, 2023, and then the upcoming one, 2024.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Give us a little, all the unique things that happened on all the trips.
Good. For me, I believe that for something to become a household thing, it must have a name.
Yeah.
The name is what will make people talk about it. So, and it must be something that people can relate with.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to my wife, Rosina. She coined the name. I told her something. I said, Rosina, I want to do a trip around Ghana. I want to do it in 7 days. I do not have a name for it. Please find a name for me. In 24 hours, she brought me a name and said we should call it Around in 7.
You know, Rosina is a banker, right?
Yes.
But I say that she is a communications powerhouse.
She's a professional talkative.
She's more than a talkative.
She's a professional talkative.
She knows what it means to communicate.
Yeah. She has that prowess.
Yes. She knows what it means to communicate.
She has that prowess.
Yes. I'm really, really, really honored to have a relationship with her.
So I left that with her, and in 24 hours she brought me the name Around in 7, and that is the name that has stayed till today. So
today. AIS Around in 7. Okay.
It's where motorcyclists, a group of motorcyclists, leave Accra as much as possible, touch all 16 regions, and then come back to Accra in 7 days.
Awesome.
I mean, some have said, why 7 days? Make it such that we can take our time and enjoy it. But in life also, if you don't have a time to something, if something is not time bound, it's not exciting. If you have all the time in this world to do this tour, it's not exciting. The fact that you have a goal, you need to reach somewhere at a certain point in time, makes it interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm a listening person. I have listened to people. I haven't done entirely what they want me to do, but I have listened to them to an extent. So the next AIS is not going to be 7 days. It's going to be 9 days. Okay. So we call it still AIS Around in 7, but the relaxed edition.
Okay.
So AIS, the relaxed edition. So the next one will be 9 days.
9 days. So you heard it from the Motorchecker himself. The next AI is going to be 9 days. It's going to be 9 days, not 7. So they can take their time we
plan to do a lot of charity this time around. Let me take an opportunity of your platform to appeal to people to bring us gently used clothes.
Okay.
Gently used clothes.
That's why you're saying.
Yes. Yes. I mean, even though we are trying to help people.
Yeah. If you can buy new one to bring.
You can even buy new ones and bring it, yes. So, and this is not to, it's the truth. The people in the upper regions of this country are not so well to do. They are less privileged. So we are trying to help them at least come up the ladder a little bit. So we are collecting gently used clothes from all and sundry. We'll try to distribute it to them in the upper regions, upper east, upper west, northern region, and then the western north regions. From my 3 tours around this country, I realized that the regions that are most deficient is the upper east region, upper west region, northern region, and the western north region. Okay. So we are collecting gently used clothes that we are going to be distributing to the less privileged. And so it's part of the reasons why we've moved it from 7 to 2 days, so we can have enough time to do the distribution of the clothes that we'll be collecting.
Okay.
So people, please, we are collecting clothes.
We are collecting. So what number can they reach?
My phone number, yes. Anywhere you are in this country, if you call me, I'll come for them myself personally.
Okay.
0243 525782.
Bosubio.
0243 525782. You can either call me or send a WhatsApp message.
Okay.
Gently use clothes.
Gently use clothes. Ubet ma tofu from so tofu fro. Na one was our crocs na abano.
Sharp.
Let
the people enjoy.
We encase to original one rubber one we krum no. And the low cost one you low one send high. To be brave to one bagger.
You can imagine the joy you'll be putting on someone.
I tell you.
In Nalerigu.
I tell you.
Someone in
I have done charities in most of those places you are calling and it's a different feeling.
Imagine the joy you're putting on someone in Wuchiang's face.
Yes.
The people, they see cars once in a while. When a car goes there, they don't want you to leave.
Yes.
You understand? And this is it means nothing to you, but it will mean the world to them.
Exactly.
So we are saying free the clutter in your space and
Charlie,
spread the joy.
And Rana me top pizza. You know?
Yeah.
And I wanted to surprise my family.
Okay.
So I went to some restaurant. I won't mention the name. Now,
I think I have an idea.
Charlie, pizza no, nebo no. Me tell you, I me feeling guilty.
Guilty of what?
And it's not even and I know it's not the most expensive pizzeria in Accra, you know. And what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we enjoy all these small luxuries, you know, but sometimes just, you know, letting it slide and using the money to go, because that money, I can bet that if I go to Accra Central right now and I want to buy some of those Crocs, I can buy plenty. You know, so I'm just saying it, you know, as a word, you know, encouraging all those listening. Yes, I know bikers have been riding since 1998, and I know motorcyclists are the people. When you are riding, you meet people with the best hearts.
Yes,
you know. So I know this conversation is going down, and people are listening, and I know they're gonna. You know, we don't want plenty big money. Yeah, we they buy a budget. Yeah, but that was it. Yeah, but pioneer fasting so I can one more. But in kitchen also what they buy. You know, can buy baby bree.
Atria Mountains and Tiwa Forest and say special prayers for you.
I mean, you went to the mountain where the monkeys are.
Yeah,
even the monkeys will pray for you because when you guys go, you buy them
granite and
bananas.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell us some of the unique things that have happened. I mean, AIS one. Yes. What one unique thing that touched your heart greatly, or a memory you not forget?
AIS one. It's been 3 years. I may not remember everything vividly, but yes, this is it. We were crossing over from the Volta region to OT region. We were late by some minutes, and you know we needed the ferry to cross the river OT.
Yeah,
but because we were late, the ferry was just going.
Oh, wow,
it was just going. And if it goes, it can stay there for 3-4 hours before it will come back.
Yes, of course,
Charlie. The ferry was going, and the sun in Dambai, I think it shines differently from every part of Ghana. Tired.
Obviously, Judas no duty. Or
we were tired, dehydrated.
Yeah.
There was no roof anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what killed me the most? Those who were selling using their megaphones. Mercy cream, recorded, and he's playing. Look, it's piercing your ears, Eddie. We wanted to leave there early.
Oh, God.
But you can imagine, the thing was moving. And so I think a guy saw that we were coming and he knew that we were coming for. So he ran to go and notify the captain. Captain say, I even have his number here. The captain stopped the thing for us.
Wow.
Yes. For us to get on board.
Wow. That's awesome.
I mean, I couldn't have imagined what would have happened to us if
they had left.
Yeah.
Probably you guys would have to find a place to sleep.
So in the end, we did some small.
Of course, you have to water. You have to water, Captain say.
Yeah. You know what? AIS one. We didn't prepare well. It was just bravado. Let's go. We'll do it. We didn't prepare well at all. I mean, We didn't make any bookings even ahead. We'll go where we find a place, we sleep. And I'm saying this because for last year, the preparation was super. And I'm hoping that even next year will be even greater. Because now we call all the hotels ahead of time. We book so that when we get somewhere, they are waiting for us.
Okay.
But AIS one, everybody had their money in their pockets. As and when you spend your money. One thing I also learned on AIS one, he said, what are the unique things? Good. You can't rely fully on the map on your phone.
Of course.
Sometimes the map gets confused. We're trying to connect the Monkey Sanctuary in the Bono East region, Boabin Fiema, to Ashanti region. We got lost for about 2-3 hours. Now, the sad part is that our support vehicle also got lost. So we were lost, and our support vehicle was also lost. Our extra fuel was in that vehicle, which was also lost. You can imagine.
Wow.
And the map was just taking us round in circles. So I've learned that after the map on the phone, we also need a physical map. And I'm saying this to anybody who is doing a tour. Apart from the map on your phone, get a physical map. Now,
I'm not to break your line of thought. The physical maps that are being sold, are they updated? How recently? In
the absence of nothing, what is available is okay.
Okay, all right. So because I'm guessing sometimes the road that will take you around probably is quite current and it might not be on that map.
So yes, it might not be on that map, but people are working. As the years go by, people are working. So with every passing year, you get an updated map. So yes, if you go and buy a map that is very old, then sorry for you. Try and get a modern map.
And which electronic maps do you rely on? Google Maps.
Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
Is there any other thing better than Google Maps?
I think the Garmin too.
Garmin, yes. I've heard of the Garmin.
Yeah, I think
maybe we'll try the Garmin.
Yes, probably get both. Yes, probably get both.
I mean, there are at least 9 riders. At least 9 riders. So
I know the BMW guys. They usually have the Garmin stuff.
You see, the good thing is that they have the Garmin, but their bikes will not travel. The bikes are not moving.
This side the bikes will go.
So you have the Garmin, but the bike is not moving.
Okay, the BMW people, I have the medicine for you. Manuel Drew, I say, you were JLM additives. Yes, we have JLM additives. You know, they do so many wonderful things. You know, a lot of the engines in today's vehicles are direct injected and fuel injected and a whole lot of other things. Even the fuel itself, especially in Ghana, you know, it's not the highest. You know, a lot of these machines are designed with Euro 6, Euro 7, Euro 8 standard fuels in mind. In Ghana, we are in level 4, and we are really lobbying government to increase the quality so that we can get
the additive that will bring you to a certain level.
Very good. Yes. And apart from just bringing the quality of the fuel up, it also does other things to your engine, decarbonization, cleaning your catalytic converter, your fuel injectors, and all the other things. And so we have everything that you need, especially the diesel cars. You will need to be with JLM additives and lubricants. Wonderful. If you want to know more, just go to their website, JLM additives, and you products in here. It's awesome stuff. I'm going to show you some of the products very soon. Dan, so AIS2, tell us about AIS2.
AIS2, we learned from AIS1, so we try to do more than AIS1. AIS1, we couldn't touch all 16 regions of Ghana. AIS1, we couldn't touch all 16 regions of Ghana. We did 15 of the 16. But AIS2 was special. AIS2, even though we did it with a lot of determination, we almost did 15 regions again.
Wow.
Let me tell you what happened. Day 6 and day 7, we're heading back home.
Okay.
Day 6 saw us sleeping at Busia Beach Resort. And when we go to Busia Beach Resort, we realized that we hadn't done Western North region.
Wow.
We had missed Western North. We had passed Western North. So
wow.
now Western North was behind us.
Wow.
You can imagine. So when we go to our hotel, there was confusion in camp. In fact, about 70% of people said, once we've passed it, then it's in the past. We can't go back. But I was so determined to do all 16 regions of Ghana. So I told them that, look, if you go back to Accra alone, if you go back to Accra, I'll go alone to Western North region because I'm very determined to do all 16 regions of Ghana with this particular tour. Yeah. So we got to Busia Beach. There's a video, a popular, it's all over. We were split as to whether we should go back to do Western North or come back to Accra. I said, look, I have promised myself to do all the 16 regions of Ghana. And so if you guys don't go, I'll go alone. But fortunately, the team understood the essence of all this, and then we did Western North.
Okay.
So that means that we did an extra about 400 to 500 kilometers.
Wow.
Yes.
That's commitment.
Yes, a lot of commitment. I mean, I'm telling you, for about 2 hours, we were sitting behind maps at Busia Beach, trying to find the easiest route to Western North or the shortest route to Northern North. But there wasn't any. There wasn't any. So we fought. But in the end, we all agreed to do Western North. So that's one unique thing about AIS too.
Okay.
We missed Western North, but we did Western North in the end.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Guys, if you're watching us, this is the Ryde channel and Ryde Talk Live, and I'm here in the studio with Mr. Daniel Ashrifie, founder and CEO of Gear Shift Academy and chief captain.
Yes.
Hey, is there a thing as chief captain?
We've invented one. We've invented one today.
Of AIS around
You can call me
in
the
7. Yeah, the convener of AIS around in 7 or around Ghana in 7. Okay.
Around Ghana in 7 days.
In 7 days.
It's hinged on 3 things: road safety advocacy, charity, and then sightseeing.
Awesome. Yes. Road safety, charity, and sightseeing.
Also give credits to Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, CEO of Engineers and Planners, and Jata Cement.
Jata himself.
Yes. Hey, I met him by accident. And I'll give you that story also. I met him by accident. I said, Baba.
Which one was that? AIS 2,
AIS 3. The one with AIS 3. I said, I met him by accident. And I said, right. Today, there's a saying saying that meaning your run stop meet the bright moon. I mean, if your run stomach the way lights not there, I know if you find way. So
that's disaster waiting to happen.
Disaster waiting to happen. So I met him by accident. I said, Baba, we're about to embark on a tour. We want to do road safety advocacy. He said, how much do you need? Come to the office tomorrow. Just like that, I went there. He gave me 90,000 cedis.
90,000 cedis.
90 good thousand cedis. 90,000 cedis. And we're sorted.
Jata.
I had sent proposals to a lot of people.
Yeah,
me. So as soon as Baba gave me the money, I said bye-bye to all of the people.
Wow.
So Jata Cement sponsored AIS3 road safety campaign across the length and breadth of Ghana.
Okay.
Jata Cement is for us, by us.
Yeah. I mean that's the least we can do to support. I mean, a lot of times it's very easy for you to see that, oh, he's the ex-president's brother and blah 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 blah. I mean, there's one guy who was there way before his brother became, and
his brother has left for 8 years now.
8 years now, and he's still doing stuff.
Hey, look at this.
And he's so down to earth.
You understand? His factory was actually giving birth to in an orphan region. You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
His factory was giving birth to in an orphan region.
Yeah, I get it.
So everything that happens is good.
Imagine
if he had done it during his brother's tenure, they would have said that, hey. But so, yes, he's someone who does a lot of charity. Once I told him that
at least if for nothing, he will get more money so that he can, sponsor AIS
and spend the money. And the money is spent here.
Exactly.
Nobody is going to change dollars to send anywhere.
Yeah, found to Swiss Bank.
No.
And to castles.
The money will be spent
France.
The money will be spent here.
Yeah.
You understand? So, and some will touch somebody.
Oh, of course.
You understand?
Of course.
I'm planning on going to see him again. And I know he will not disappoint.
Oh, I know.
You understand?
He won't. And so, if the other one he did 90, probably this time he's going to do 18K or 20K. Yeah. So, bomb pies and maybe kana kuma. Yes,
definitely.
Okay. So we're on AIS 3, right?
We're on AIS 3. Yes.
Yeah.
AIS 3. I went in as Ogboro. I know everywhere. But you see, that's one thing that people should guard against.
Yeah.
Complacency.
Complacency
is a killer. I have learned this, and thinking that, oh, I've done one, I've done two, I can do three.
Yeah.
But once complacency kicks in, so people, anybody who is doing something, guard against complacency. Complacency is a silent killer. Complacency will kill you, and you will not have an escape. So in my mind, we've done one, we've done two, so three is a walk in the park.
Okay.
But I realized that, look, until the final whistle, don't think that you've done it. In this life, until the final whistle, don't think that we've done it. Again, AIS 3, we did 7 days, 10 riders, leaving Accra, January 10th, returning to Accra, January 16th. Everything was going fine until our brothers from Germany did their thing. We wanted to do an evening safari. AIS 1, we did a safari at Molly. AIS 2, we did a safari at Molly. But they were daytime safaris. So once we were told that there's an evening safari which presented a different set of animals, it sounded very interesting and exciting. So we wanted to hit. They gave us a time that if we don't reach Molly by a certain time, they can't go for the safari because the animals would have even gone to sleep. So we did a tour of the Bui Dam, and I think we overspent the time at Bui Dam, and then realized that, hey, we are running late for this Molly safari. Yeah. So we hit the road running, and then unfortunately, our road captain Ahmed's bike got spots, and that's almost mad hour, because one thing I was really looking for on AIS3 was that evening safari. But thankfully, we called the people and said that, look, we have an issue, but we are doing everything possible
to be there.
They held on for us. They held on for us, and we did the evening safari. Connecting northeast region, Savannah region to the Upper West region. We're going to the Wichiao Hippo Sanctuary. Something happened. It broke my heart. After getting lost for many, many hours, we finally got to the Wichiao Hippo Sanctuary, and we were told that there's an office where we have to pay money before we can come.
Where you pass that place?
We pass some cry. We say we just pass our weddings. Look, we had got lost for many hours. Finally, we all found ourselves. Sometimes when someone will sit there and say, but how do you just get lost? It's not easy. When people get tired, their senses are not as sharp. Yeah. So you can be looking at someone, take a right hand, before you realize you are taking a left hand. And I have experienced it, so I don't blame anybody when that happens to that person. You'll be like, but we are all together, so how come this person missed the turn? Look, when you get tired, you are dehydrated.
I missed the entrance to my house 7 times in a row.
so it can happen.
Me drew out my trim. Say, hey, my trim. Then I'll go and turn and come back. Then I'll go
so it again. Can happen. So we got lost for many, many hours.
Yeah.
And we finally got to the Hippo Sanctuary, and then sad news was awaiting us that we have to go to the Wa Township, which is like 3 hours away, to go and pay for them to give us life jackets before we can come and see the hippos. We said, look, we called you before coming. You didn't tell us this. This information is not available to the public. So the people at the Wichiao office in Wa, please make sure that you put this information out there so that anybody who is coming is prepared. So that they go to the office and make payment and then take their life jackets before coming to the Hippo Sanctuary. Yeah. Because the road from where the office is...
3 hours.
The road from where the office is, if it is 3 hours of good road, you'll be thankful. It's 3 hours of terrible road.
Oh my goodness.
So imagine you do all this, you go and get there, and then you can't see the hippos. It broke our hearts. And then, whilst our hearts were broken and we're standing by some tree, under some tree,
consoling
ourselves, then an immigration officers came. They've seen a white man. They've seen 2 white people. They know they can make money off them. So they came to me and said, what are we doing here? I said, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm doing a tour of Ghana. Why? Am I not supposed to? What is it? I've written to the police officially that I'm going to do a tour of Ghana. What is my offense? The guy didn't come with, he came frowned. So it annoyed me a little bit. And I said, I'm doing a tour of Ghana. He said, but what about the white people? I said, what is it? They are working in Ghana. They have working permits. What's your problem? the Ghana Police Service is aware. I've given them all their particulars and their motorcycle registration numbers and every particular that is needed. So what's your problem? They said they have to take them to the office. I said, which office? I'm the leader of the group. If anything, talk to me. They said, no, they want to deal with the people directly. I said, no, you can't do this.
Sir?
They are here on my ticket. So if anything, deal with me. So they tried to
manhandle them.
They were trying to mar the thing for us. So I said, look, fortunately, I heard one of them speaking Hausa. So when he spoke,
the Motorchecker speaks Hausa, if you don't know.
when
Gaman way they speak Hausa.
When he spoke, I answered him. And he said, oh, maybe one of us. I said, yeah, I'm one of you. What's the issue? Then he called me to the side and said, oh, their superiors are like that. So we should he told me what to do and we did that and then everything got settled.
I set it. Roger.
So that's that epic
Oh
ride,
my goodness.
epic ride to go and see the hippos. We all wanted to see hippos.
Yeah,
We've heard of hippopotamus. We wanted to see hippos. We ride for many hours. We get lost. Finally find ourselves. We get to the hippo sanctuary and then they are telling us that without life jackets and receipts from the office, we can't go and see the hippos.
Awesome stories. You know, and that's the beauty of, adventures.
It's true.
It gives you stories.
It's true.
You know, sometimes when I find myself,
I have a friend, Mono. He was on the trip too.
Oh yeah, I was with Mono a few days ago.
Yeah, he says, "I'm praying we get lost." That's what he keeps saying.
Yeah,
that I'm praying we get lost. Yes. So sometimes getting lost is good, but when you get lost for 3 hours.
Charlie.
Look, it threatens your life.
Massa.
You don't know where the next fuel station is.
Charlie.
It can be scary when you get lost totally like that. Yeah, but like I keep saying, with every journey we learn. So now we know what not to do. Yes.
Awesome.
I listened to the man who discovered oil first in Ghana. On a program, I think Kweku 101, Kweku Sichiado. He said many people tried to drill oil in Ghana before him, and they didn't find oil before him. Now, when he went, because of the mistakes those people made, he knew what not to do. Do you understand? Exactly. So sometimes people making mistakes is good for you.
It's good for another person.
It's good for another person. Yeah. So we've learned from our mistakes. That's the bottom line.
Awesome stories right here in the studios of the Ryde channel. Yes, and this is Ryde Talk Live, where we engage in very, very interesting, thought-provoking and edifying and educating, interviews so that we can enrich our store of knowledge. I always say that if you want to enjoy your motoring, you need information. And that is what the Ryde channel is all about. We're giving you the very, very best information about motoring, about cars, about motorcycles, about driving and everything. So if you want to, keep in touch with us in all our activities, go to our website, www.ridechannel.com. They are very interesting, educative stories written and curated on that particular website. And you can also follow us on all social media channels as well as our YouTube and TikTok pages where we are coming to you live. We also have lots and lots of educative videos already curated on all these channels. So please make sure you watch and share them with your friends as well. And we will keep bringing you the very, very best. So in the studio, we have Mr. Daniel Ashrifie of Gear Shift Academy, and we are talking about motorcycle adventures. But before we go and talking about the fourth leg of AIS, I just want to say today's show is proudly brought to you by JLM Additives and Lubricants, and these guys are experts. We've heard about a lot of additives, fuel additives, water additive, this blah blah blah, that are meant to do blah 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 for your car. And one of the biggest problems we have these days with our modern cars is that because of the quality of fuel we have in Ghana, often you have deposits going to affect your catalytic converter and your DPF. That is, if you are using a diesel car, that is your DPF, which is the diesel particulate filter. The car itself is supposed to do certain things, and when you drive it a certain number of kilometers to take out the soot that gathers in the DPF. But that alone is not enough when the fuel is really, really, really bad. And so sometimes you need additives that you put in your fuel, and that will, add to that particular process of regeneration and remove the soot from your DPF as well. If you are using a car, a petrol engine car, which uses a catalytic converter, sometimes it gets blocked or clogged with other things that are contaminating or the fuel, so when you have GLM products, they have all manner of very, very useful. They have so much. I mean, I heard about GLM, and one gentleman came to me and had a chat about their products, and I went to their website and I was like, wow, they have so many things for so many different things that help your car. So go to GLM website and go and check them out for yourself. I'm going to announce their number so that if you need any of their products, you can reach them. So make sure you stick to the very end of today's show. You can also reach us in whatever platform you are watching from. You can just comment with your question or contribution, and also you can send us a WhatsApp to our WhatsApp line 020-468-4798. We are still talking about motorcycle adventures. We are on YouTube Live, we are on Facebook Live, we are on TikTok Live. Yes, Daniel. Yes. Now you are gearing up, for AIS 4. Okay, what is going to be unique about AIS?
So I mentioned that we're going to discuss this under 4 umbrellas: preparation, safety, the trail, and then the last one, which I'm to touch on, the memories.
Okay.
We have an Instagram page. We have a YouTube page, Around in 7, AROUNDIN 7 SEVEN.
Around in 7.
Go to those sites. Go to the YouTube page. Go to our Instagram handle and go and discover Ghana. You know what AIS is all about. So the fourth leg is the memories, because what I see stays in my mind. I want to share with you. So we take photographers along, we take videographers along, so that we can bring those memories to you. So for the memories,
I'm not cutting you short. I just want to add to it. A few months ago, or about a year ago, we had a visitor from Italy. Who was Fabri Rock. Yes, and he rode from the northernmost part of the world to the southernmost part of the world. And when he was doing that, he passed through Ghana, and we had a conversation. If you can go on YouTube, we have a video of a conversation I had with him, and he said something that really, really touched my heart. I've never forgotten.
All right.
He said that, and he tells, people contact him as he's going along, that, and they are wishing him well. Some are sending him money and other things. And they say
people are sending him money?
Yeah, like some of the well wishers,
Oh, wow.
And they tell him that, look, we don't have the opportunity to go around, So as you go, you are our eyes.
Yes.
I
get that.
Because
I get that a lot.
Yes, you are eyes. So whatever you see, we also see.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot. There was this for AIS 2, I think. Yes, there was this woman, an elderly woman. One time, she called me in Kokomemle and said, "Hey, I can't never find you're about to travel.
Yeah.
I want to see what is going on. So please give me your phone number. I'll watch your WhatsApp status." Look, the last person I expected to come and ask me that question. So I asked her how she knew about it. She said, her employees were talking about it. And she wants to see what they've been talking about all the time. So she took my number so that she can also watch the update. So yes, a lot of people don't have the opportunity to see or the means to do what we are doing. But it's equally good to bring them the site. So when we get the things, we share them on our various social media handles so that people will know what our great country, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana,
Ghana, one time.
So our Instagram page is very active.
Yes.
Our YouTube has a lot of videos, so you will know what Ghana really is made up of.
Good.
Around in 7, AROUNDINSEVEN.
Okay.
Instagram and then YouTube.
Okay. Awesome. I mean, it's great, traveling around the world. I mean, you can't travel around the world when you have not traveled around Ghana.
Yeah, you can't go to 5 if you don't.
Yes. And the interesting thing.
3, yeah.
Sometimes you meet foreigners, right? I mean, by God's grace, I've been able to do some bit of traveling myself, And it's so interesting when it's interesting and at the same time sad.
Yeah.
When you meet foreigners and they know
Oh yeah.
so much about your country that you yourself you don't.
So let me tell you,
Mm.
I had a discussion with a guy
Mm.
who was then living in America.
Yeah.
I realized that I didn't know Ghana at all.
Mm.
The guy was telling me things about my country. I felt so foolish.
Mm.
I felt so foolish. It's one of the things that drove me to start discovering my own country.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are people who are living outside your country who know your country better than you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow. Oh, I felt so foolish when the guy, he was mentioning places that I had no idea of.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully today, I'm a King Kong. I know Ghana.
Yeah. You've earned that right,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You've earned that
With,
right.
with sweat,
Yes.
with grit, with determination.
Mhm.
I have. I know Ghana now. Yeah.
I mean, we are winding down the show, and I mean, what are some of the things you want to say? Let's talk a little bit about motorcycling in general. Yeah, I mean, you have done so much work, you know, when we talk about motorcycling in Ghana. I've never seen anyone, and I know you're small boy by God's grace. I've never seen anybody.
You grew.
I've never seen anybody who has done
Let me touch on AIS.
so much work.
Let me touch on AIS for a little bit.
Go ahead.
AIS 4 is happening from January 10th to January 18th. We are starting and going through Kwewu as our first stop, and then our last stop will be the Maha Beach in Western Region.
Okay.
Yes. If I tell you that Kwewu is one place that I've always wanted to, if possible, if I retire from anything, I'll go and live in Kwewu because of the landscape, the weather, and everything. So Kwewu is one place that has
Little London.
Little London. they have a name for it. United Kwewudom.
Yeah.
Kumasi is Kumerica. They have a name for it. United Kwewudom.
United Kwewudom. Yeah.
Kwewu, we are starting AIS 1 from Kwewu and then ending in Maha, Western Region. There will be at least 10 riders on various adventure motorcycles. Most notable ones are the Yamaha Tenere, the BMW GS, and then the Africa Twin. I hope to see many more European bikes because people think that I'm biased when it comes to motorcycles. Yes, it's true. I love the Japanese motorcycles, but I also don't hate the European machines. So I want to see more people come on board with European machines to make it fun, you know.
The KTMs, the Triumph, the Triumph Tigers,
the Aprilias. We want to see them. We want to see them. It's becoming boring having the Yamahas and then the Hondas. So we want to see them. So people, bring your European machines. Yeah. Let's test them.
But I mean, talking about the motorcycling, the motorcycles, let's talk a bit about adventure motorcycles. Yes. You know, there are so many bikes for so many purposes. Yes. In the same way, there are so many cars for different purposes. And so for adventures, you need an adventure bike. A lot of time, people find it difficult to tell the difference between a motocross bike or an off-road bike and an adventure motorcycle. Yeah.
So the adventure motorcycles are described as the Swiss penknife of motorcycles.
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife of motorcycles. It has a bit of everything. So to make it very easy for those who are having difficulty in differentiating between the motocross motorcycles and then the adventure motorcycles are the big. It is like a big motocross.
Usually they are bigger, bigger off-road bikes.
Bigger off-road bikes, yeah. So they are bigger inside. So if you are confused, once you see the size of it, you know that it's not a motocross vehicle. A motocross is meant to be light for you to flip it around.
Yeah, to flip and jump. And
adventure bikes usually have a very big tank. It's high off the ground. It must be able to carry enough fuel to aid you. It has a comfortable seat. It has a long windshield to shield you from the wind elements. So these are some of the features. Bigger inside, physically big. A windshield, sometimes longer windshield. A comfortable seat, and then very high off the ground.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If you are confused about a motocross,
I mean, I know you are into the T7, the Tenere 7. And those of you who don't know what T7 is, and yes,
revolutionized.
Just go to our YouTube, and we have an awesome video we did, myself and Daniel, testing the Yamaha T7 against the Aprilia Touareg.
To chip this in,
yes,
I told you, I spoke to a friend who knew more about Ghana than myself, which made me feel very sad. It's one of the things that drove me to start this nationwide tour.
Yeah.
The second one was the birth of the Yamaha Tenere 700.
Okay.
It gave me
a reason
to do a tour of Ghana. Yeah. So two things drove me to begin this nationwide tour.
Yeah.
Talking to someone who lived outside, who knew Ghana more than me, and then the birth of the indefatigable Yamaha Tenere 700cc.
Now, what is the fuel range of the T7?
The T7 has a very small tank,
comparatively.
Yes, comparatively. So that's one of the minuses of the Tenere 700cc. But it gains it somewhere because it's lighter than.
So its fuel consumption.
But there are you can buy spare tanks.
Yeah,
if you so wish.
I mean, if you are going on around in 7, you need tanks. But you have a
support vehicle that carries the fuel in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the deficiencies of the Tenere 700 is its tank size, but it's also a gain in reducing the weight. Because if you have a big tank, but then they've done the world rate also now. That's one thing about
the T7 world rate.
That's one thing about the Japanese that I like. They give you options, so you choose, and they are cheaper options.
Yeah.
Not like our brothers from Europe who cut your throat with their options.
I mean, it's amazing how motorcycles have become expensive. When we started riding, I mean, if you are talking about a top level sports bike like the Yamaha R1, I mean, it came around the time and there was all the rage.
Today I received a very scary message from Togo. The BMW said they were coming for me. I got scared.
Oh, they can't come for you like that. So they do.
They're coming for me. I will show you the message. I woke up to a message. I'm like, what? They're coming for me. Okay, let's see.
So like I was saying, what do you call it? Talking about the fuel range of the bikes, and I've lost my train of thought.
We can pick something else.
Yes. So we are talking about adventure.
If you can show the message to the camera.
Okay.
I got a message from Togo, and the BMW guy said,
"Oh, this is Krishna. I think I know Krishna.
You know Krishna very well. It says the BMW.
I don't know if it's showing. We send do a screen grab and send it, and I think it came okay. Yeah, I know Krishna likes BMWs.
No, Krishna likes the Yamaha actually.
Okay, yeah, he's also tent.
This is more like him telling me to sit up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember what I was talking about. Sorry, guys, I lost my train of thought there. So I mean, those days the Yamaha R1 was like the top motorcycle at the time, because when it came out, the performance level and everything was like leaps and bounds above the competition. And in those days, when you talk about a top level sports bikes, which usually are the expensive ones, we are looking at just around $10,000, brand new from Abroche, But now, if you're talking about a top level motorcycle, I mean, brand new, it's a sports bikes. I mean, popularity of sports bike also has fallen a little bit.
The adventure bikes have taken over.
Yeah, so right now it's adventure bikes. And I mean, if you are going for a fully loaded, GS, you are talking about $20,000.
At least 26,000.
My goodness. My goodness.
Adventure bikes have taken over.
Yeah, Daniel. You see that thing?
For Akuma charity,
Fast. Yes, guys. Yes, it's all laughs and enjoy on the Ryde channel. Yes, where again?
Yes, so talking about the sports bikes popularity dwindling, and then sports bikes have taken away a lot of people. To be sincere. They are fast motorcycles.
Yeah.
They need a certain level of skill to man them.
And even environment.
So it has taken away a lot of people. The adventure bikes, on the other hand, are not fast motorcycles. They are not fast motorcycles. So your error rate is minimized,
highly minimized.
minimized gradually. And so that's one of the reasons why people have seen that this thing looks safer than this. So it's one of the reasons why the sports bikes have diminished in sales and everything. But yes, if you have the skill and the environment, the sports bikes are they keep you alive. They give you the kick.
They give you the kick. They give you the kick. They give you the kick.
You spoke about the Yamaha R1. The Yamaha R1 again revolutionized sports motorcycles. When we were growing up, when we saw a sports motorcycle, it looked like a house. The ZZR,
1100,
the Hayabusas.
My goodness,
they were big, huge. Yamaha again revolutionized. They brought a small but powerful motorcycle. We saw it and we were like, is this a 600cc or a 500cc? They said, no, it's a 1000cc. Like, wow, and is this small? So Yamaha has always been the pace setter.
They know how to do that. They know how to do that very, very well. Yes, it's been an awesome time right here on the Ryde channel with the Ryde Talk Live every week. Yes, we went on a bit of a break because our schedules changed a little bit, and we're finding it difficult. Yes, but I think that Saturdays are working, right? I think Saturdays will work, so we'll try and keep it up on Saturdays. Every Saturday, 4 to 6. I mean, between 4 and 6. I think that should work. The show is powered by JLM Additives and Lubricants. You can go to their website www.jlmlubricants.com. Read about all their products, and I love the way they explain all their products with diagrams and graphs and all that. It makes everything very, 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 very clear. I had some products I wanted to show you. Unfortunately, I left it in the car, and I'll show you the next time, and I'll show you some videos of their products in action. JLM Additives and Lubricants, www.jlmlubricants.com. It's been an awesome show. Daniel, I just want to say thank you. Any last?
JLM, the BMW helper.
The BMW helper. Charlie, anything where you want to tell the masses before we go?
Yes. Motorcycling is what I do. I'm called the Motorchecker for a reason. I look out for motorcyclists. My message is simple. No matter how well you are dressed for the ride, no matter how well maintained your motorcycle is, no matter how skillful you are, you still need safer roads to arrive alive. And so everybody must add motorcycle road safety to their schedules. Everybody should campaign for motorcycle road safety. Talk to someone, plead with someone, ensure that the roads are safer so that you arrive alive.
Thank you. Ensure that the roads are safer so that you can ride alive. Thank you guys for joining me on this show, the Ryde Talk Live, right here on the Ryde channel. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We're live.
Let me touch on the
yes. Go ahead.
Charity, the used clothes that we are asking for.
Do that.
People, there are people in this country who are very, very least privileged, and there are those who have a lot of it. We can make the world better by extending a helping hand. And so we are saying, we are not even asking for money. Bring us clothes. Bring us clothes. Let's go and give to the less privileged. There are people who have their clothes at home plenty. Clutter. They are not doing anything with it. Bring it to us. Call us. We'll come for it and go and give it to someone and put joy on their face.
Fast.
So please, we are asking everybody to donate. If you even have one shirt, bring it. If you have 2 shirts, bring it. If you have 10 Crocs, bring it. We'll go and give it to someone.
Awesome.
And put some joy on their face.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Ashrifie, the Motorchecker. He's the founder and chief instructor at Gear Shift Academy. And when it comes to motorcycles, like I mentioned earlier, nobody has done more work than he has, to make sure that the industry is sanitized. And it's been an awesome show right here. If you want to read more about all the things that we are into, trying to educate the masses about motoring, go to our website, www.ridechannel.com. And like I mentioned, the show is proudly sponsored by JLM Additives and Lubricants. And their slogan is, we understand cars. We understand cars, not just cars. Cars have engines, and motorcycles have engines as well. So the products are not just for cars, but cars and motorcycles. So yes, that is what they are trying to tell you. They understand cars and motorcycles. JLM Additives and Lubricants. Yes, it's been an awesome show with me right here on the Ryde channel. I just want to say thank you to our studio host, Boca Creative Studios. Just go to Google Maps and just search for Boca Creatives, BOKEH Creatives, and you see the studio. And if you want to take family portraits, if you want to take corporate portraits, whatever, just reach out to them. And yes, they do good work. They do good work, and I'm sure you enjoy their service as well. If you want to do lives or any kind of recording as well, recently they opened their music studio, full live music studio. You can come and do your live rehearsals and everything. Just book, and come in. It's been an awesome time. If you want to reach us later, on our WhatsApp line is 020-468-4798. 020-468-4798. It's been an awesome show. Thank you for joining us on the show, and I'll say bye for now.